In this video, we're going to explore why pleasure is important, why we want to unlock it, why we want to unlock the power of pleasure, why it is actually vital for our health and for our spiritual and personal growth and development. We're going to look at the science behind pleasure in this video. We're going to look at the link between pleasure and decision making, how understanding this relationship can actually lead to more conscious choices. We'll uncover the connection between pleasure and personal fulfillment and its role in spiritual practices such as mindfulness and meditation and self-study and also self-discovery. We'll also discuss how embracing pleasure can actually lead to a more vibrant, fulfilling existence, because we all want that, don't we? So why is this important for you? Think about this. Most people view pleasure as an indulgence or a privilege or even a sin. And in a world that is consumed by productivity and outcomes and progress, we often overlook one of the most fundamental aspects of our existence, which is pleasure. It is crucial. It's a crucial element for our overall decision making and personal growth. Everything in nature is seeking pleasure, coming together, greater intimacy and union, right? And you are a part of nature. You are a tiny particle or a cell in this grand organism of Gaia. And you want to live in your pleasure because when you do, your nervous system is relaxed. You can think creatively and be present and open, right, to the unfoldment of life in front of you. And also the life that wants to move through you. You can allow inspiration, that word, right? Inspiration is derived from a Latin root word, inspirare, right? To the breath of God, to allow the breath of God to move through you, which is always present to benefit all, the whole. So when you experience pleasure, you release chemicals such as dopamine and endorphins, which are not only available to make you feel good, but also they play a vital role in reducing stress, improving your mood, and enhancing cognitive functions. So when you think about it, the pursuit of pleasure isn't just about a momentary satisfaction or gratification. It really can shape every decision we make in our life, from what we eat to how we spend our free time, to the relationships we nurture, engage with, the connections we form. So by understanding your desires and studying their motivations, you can make choices for your long-term well-being and goals, right? A good filter that I like to use is whenever I'm following a healthy pleasure and I want to know if it's a healthy pleasure, is asking myself, you can ask yourself, is this aligned with life-giving values? Is this for the best of my expansion and health? So beyond pleasure is also important in your spiritual growth, because when you allow yourself to be here mindfully, you can deepen your connection with yourself, with the world around you. You can start leading with greater fulfillment and inner peace because you're more present, right? You're being able to be in the light of the little big things, as I like to call them, right? With things like eating a peach and having all your senses involved in it, right? Like when you're walking in nature and you soften and open to receive all the sounds of creation around you, or when you're intimate with your partner and you are fully there in the reverence and devotion for the miracle of life moving through you, for bodies, for partnership, for union and creation, right? A sunset hitting your eyes, the ocean on your face, right? The sand in your feet, the delight of clean sheets and an organized desk, a warm cup of tea, or a shower on a cold night, right? It's moments that we can expand our pleasure simply by expanding our awareness, our mindfulness. As a psycho-spiritual guide and mentor, I find myself often inviting more and more my clients to just step into their pleasure in its many forms, right? Through play, adventure, and creation, affection, etc. And this is not only something that adds to their lives, but short after they realize how productive this practice actually is. And in my own experience, giving myself permission to explore and deepen into my pleasure practices, it has allowed me to transform my life, because it gives me the opportunity, the space to pay attention to what are the things that are naturally making me come alive, which show me more and more what my soul is here to do. What are the gifts that I want to develop, right? What is the path to follow, because it's filled with life force, right? And it allows me to be open and aware and magnetic. So I want to share with you some practices that you can start doing right now to expand pleasure in your life. And the first one is just pursue passionate hobbies, right? Dedicating time to activities that bring you joy is a way to expand time, because they support your creativity and your focus. So when you're immersed in them, allow yourself to be shamelessly in enjoyment of that, without distractions. You know, something like singing, dancing, painting, adventure, just whatever it is, go full in. You want to engage in mindfulness practices such as meditation, breathing exercise, pranayama, yoga, because they help you cultivate the present moment awareness and enhance your ability to savor the pleasures and the experiences of being fully here. Something else is nurture your body, prioritize self-care. Your body, give yourself nutritious food, stay hydrated, regular exercise, regular sunlight, making sure that you get a good night sleep and a good amount of sun, right? The physical well-being is essential for experiencing pleasure and vitality. I mean, you only have this one delicious body to go anywhere you want to go. So love it with your actions. You also want to cultivate meaningful relationships, right? And conversations and connections. Spend time with loved ones and family. Like make an effort to do so, right? Express gratitude as often as you can, and affection. Embrace novelty. You want to step outside of your zone of what you know. Experiences that spark curiosity, go into them. Experiment with in new things that excite your senses, right? Learn a new language, travel somewhere different, even if it's in the same city. Practice gratitude. That's another great practice, right? Practice gratitude. Take a little bit of time each day to pay attention to what happened, and cultivate an attitude of amplifying positive emotions in your life, in your way of enjoying it, right? And this is what makes you prioritize pleasure. So really give yourself the intention of prioritizing pleasure, right? And making that a thing that you do, right? My dear friend and client Zoe said to me today that she's putting the joy alerts throughout her phone throughout the day. And how awesome is that, right? She's pausing to feel joy and pleasure as a practice. So that's all for now. So I want you to remember that embracing pleasure is not frivolous pursuit, right? It's a fundamental aspect of our humanity. And by honoring pleasure, the pleasure principle, we are not only healthier and happier, but we're also richer in meaning and in purpose and in presence. So remember to be fully here. And also remember to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get in touch, I would love that. Let's connect. You can go to sandratrue.com to learn more about my practices, my offerings, my services, and perhaps even get on a call. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you my love. Mwah. Bye.